Merry Christmas.
Cool. Can we also get those little headsets with the microphones on them? So that we that would be pretty cool. So I'd be like totally mobile, like the film crew.
When they're doing the thing with they have the little thing and doing the thing. I mean, I suppose we could, yes.
The thing and the thing?
Maybe that's. It would make me feel better.
Well, you can get it. In fact, I'm going to make yours look like Luke Skywalker's helmet from Star Wars when he blew up the.
That'd be so sweet.
Randy, you've turned off your targeting computer. Is everything all right?
Yeah, I'm cool.
I am.
Yeah, I'm just using the force and stuff.
Yeah, I know. I already know. Ow! Ow! Blows it up. Yip, yay!
No sweat.
You're listening to That's Life, the podcast designed with your laughter in mind. So please sit back, relax, and prepare to be entertained. That's life. And we're back. Oh, yeah, we got a full house here. Episode 83 coming at you in your face.
83.
Oh, yeah, as you hear, we've got Pete. Very exciting day for us today.
Pretty stoked about 83. And it's raining like a motherfucker, but that's all right.
It's a blast from our podcast past. Ladies and gentlemen, put your hands together. Beloved co-hostess from episodes long gone. Ladies and gentlemen, it's Internet Jenn.
Hey.
She is back.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, shizzle.
It hasn't been that long.
Oh, it's been forever.
It feels in podcast land. It feels like forever.
Yeah. Well, I know I was definitely here for 69.
Yep.
You were here for
that was
the
20 hours
69.
of podcasting ago.
I know.
Yes.
It's horrible.
And of course, we have the Amazing Rando.
That's the Amazing Rando with 3 Z's on Twitter.
That's right. Two of them are silent, though. And of course, myself. We've got some exciting stuff here. We're going to have our mixed media review, what's news, and some weird news coming at you. That's right. So let's jump right into our what's new. Pete, what is new? Mit you.
Well, I got caught in the snowstorm last weekend.
Oh, yeah, that's right. It snowed.
Yeah, that was fun.
Wonderful. You know, they canceled school.
That's right.
Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah.
I heard. It
God.
didn't affect me much.
Oh,
I had the day off already anyhow.
wonderful.
But, yeah, so on Sunday, when the snow was coming through, me and my buddy Alan we set off on our normal Sunday adventure to go up to do some nerdiness. And we do that at the Echelon Mall in Voorhees, New Jersey.
Oh, yeah.
Out of
I
the
know
box
that place.
games. Give him a little shout out. Really cool gaming shop.
Oh, yeah.
And so we're on the 55s and we're driving and it starts to snow a little bit. We're like, oh look, snow. That's kind of neat.
How cute.
And so we're driving. We get a little north of Vineland and it starts to get worse. And so it's getting worse and we're
It's getting
slowing
less
down.
cute.
And it's like, wow, this is getting kind of bad.
Cute and dangerous.
So
Yeah.
So we're
like
cruising
children.
at a good 50 miles an hour, and there's like a car in front of us. Neither of us vehicles are driving all that crazy. So then comes this asshat in a little car on the left lane doing a 65-ish.
Too fast, too furious.
Yep, and he's just like, woo, goes past us, and I look over and I'm like, look at this fucking moron. That guy's gonna get himself killed. Man, fucking asshole idiot. A couple seconds later, we see the same guy now facing at us, sliding across the other lane.
Tokyo Drift.
Well, he Tokyo drifted into the car in front of us.
Oh, shit.
So smashes the shit out of both of those cars, which they sort of like started to spin and separate a foot in front of me and Alan. Alan, being the amazing driver that he is, deftly maneuvers in between both the cars. There's like fucking debris and shit flying all over the place.
That is awesome.
Like
He's waving a Confederate flag while he's doing this.
and, yep, those nerd boys are in trouble this time. But then he starts like sliding a bit. But fortunately, nothing happened to us. We were totally fine, and the other two cars just like flew off the highway in different directions, and we like kind of slid off to the side and came to a stop, and we're just like, well,
what do we do?
That was exciting. And so then we got, so we start going again, and like we had that moment of, wow. So we almost just died.
Yeah.
Should we turn around? nah, how bad could it be?
Yeah.
So we go all the way up to Voorhees, and little did we know we were literally driving into the middle of the worst part of this fucking snowstorm. Because down here it
Perfect
was
storm part 2.
down here it was a couple inches, like maybe 4 inches, 5 inches at the most.
Well, it got worse the more north you went.
Yeah, we drove into about 9. So we get up to the mall, we go in, we spent only like an hour there, and then so we're like, yeah, fuck this, we're leaving. It was like quarter after.
Wait, what kind of car was what was you driving?
Volkswagen Jetta.
Oh man, a toboggan basically.
Yeah, pretty
Okay.
much. Front wheel drive. It wasn't even one of them all wheel drive jobbers.
Oh man.
So we leave, and we leave at about quarter after 1. It took us an hour to get from Voorhees to Deptford, which is normally about 10 minutes, because the roads were just next to impassable, and there was so much traffic all at a practical stop, like it was just a crawl. And then once we got to near the Deptford Mall, it took us another hour to get from one side to the other side of the mall, which should take 5 seconds. And then we get on 55 and spend about 2.5 hours getting down 55. So like the entire day was spent at a crawl in a car sliding around in the ice and snow and slush. So that was an experience. However, one of the more interesting things that happened today, after we, almost rectified, we get into the mall and we're walking to the shop, and these 2 rather well-dressed young gentlemen come up to us and say, "Hey, excuse me, you guys have a minute?" And I'm like, "Well-dressed guys, it's a Sunday. Fuck.
Oh, awesome.
Jehovah's Witnesses, Mormons.
Dun,
this is
dun,
going to be
dun.
fucking God damn it." So the guy says. And we're like, and Alan's kind of socially awkward, so he doesn't really say anything. And I'm feeling nice, and I'm just like, "Hey, what's up?" And they're like, "Have you heard of God the Mother?" And I was just like, "What?"
Well, actually, for once,
No.
tell
Yeah.
me more.
Yeah, that's what I did. I was like, "No, I'm morbidly curious. Go on." So,
By the way, you're probably the first person to actually say that.
yeah, well, yeah,
I want to hear what you have to say. Tell me more.
Oh, yeah, they were excited because I was like,
They thought this was a good thing.
This is a flavor of religion I haven't stumbled across, even in all my sarcastic internet drivings. So it's like, oh yeah, and it's God the Mother, because you've all heard of God the Father and all this.
Of course,
but
yeah.
It's backed up biblically, and they have like these couple Bible verses, which I later read and looked like, I looked them up and I went, this is awfully contrived. It doesn't. They're reaching a bit on this one, but then,
Like no other
But,
religion has done before.
No, there used to be. Obviously, this is the Jewish faith. There was Yahweh did have a female counterpart, and it was as they became more and more patriarchal because they're relying more and more on herding and shit like that. They that was like completely tossed. They're like, get rid of the woman thing. Can we get rid of the woman thing? Just a man in charge.
Yeah, I hadn't heard of that. So
Yeah,
I was genuinely interested.
That's
And
actually
Alan was
genuine.
uncomfortable as fuck because he's like a Seventh-day Adventist or something. So he's
Who you ended up with? Like, all you need is a Scientologist, and you'd be straight.
yeah. Where's Tom Cruise when you need him?
Oh.
I didn't have the heart.
waiting to happen. A Scientologist, an Adventist, atheist
All
walk into a
a
gaming
comic
store.
book store.
And then they're all hanging out with an atheist. All right.
Yeah, I didn't have the heart to tell him I worship Batman.
Kind of wish I was there, throw the Wiccan into the mix and really confuse everyone.
Oh yeah, they did need to break out the fucking holy water and save your soul on the spot.
Oh, yeah.
What was really funny is while they were talking to us, though, there was like some other people sitting on a bench within earshot. So I was just kind of looking at them, and they like these people on the bench had this look of like, oh, please don't let them come over here. They're like, please just take this one for the team. I was like, aw, you guys look scared.
Like that, I'm like, look, it's an audience.
So yeah, so
Here I go.
So I got the guy's card. I was like, yeah, you guys have a business card or a website, or like, where can I find more information? And he gave me his phone number and all this shit. Like, they weren't very prepared for that, so they must not have gotten that far that day.
Well, God the Mother,
was cool.
she just appeared recently, and she's like, just hitting the scene. She's been away.
What do you put on that business card out of curiosity?
After they got the divorce, God the Mother and God the Father, God got Jesus for the first 2,000 years. Now he's,
Yeah, they're kind of sharing custody now. Things are, improving.
Jesus actually used to go hang out with his father for Easter, but then something really bad happened.
Yeah, he spent
got
3 days in
Dyfus
jail.
involved.
It gets a little uncomfortable after
Yeah.
that.
So, now he's mainly with the mom, and he's in some therapy, so,
Yeah.
Oh, if they ever do come up to you with like a Bible in your hand, And I read this online, and I'm like, oh my God, I'm totally going to do this the next time someone comes up with a Bible.
Yeah, we're going back up tomorrow, so I'm going to go prepared. Go on.
If they have a Bible, you go, and they go, excuse me, they go, we want to share something. Oh, okay. I don't usually do this, but here. And then when they hand you the Bible, just sign it and go, here you go. And then just watch what happens. Oh my God, I can't wait to do it. I'm going to put Carl Henry, that'slifepodcast.com, and go, thanks. It's great to meet a fan. Sir, we're not, no, just call me Carl. It's cool. I really got to go, though. It's been great talking to you. I love me. Make sure you subscribe to
it's
YouTube.
Free. Subscribe.com.
Subscribe.com. Subscribe.com is free as long as you subscribe.
Yeah.
.com.
And we'll get you updates whenever new episodes are posted.
Yes, there we go. But whoops, oh no, we're at the end of the podcast. What happened?
Free. Wait. Huh?
That's pretty exciting. Hey, speaking of cars, we have to get another transportation update on Pete.
I gotta pay for it. So.
Okay, all right. You have the money though. All you gotta do is get there when they're open.
Yeah,
which
has been the hardest part.
Okay, that's where we're at right now. It's Jen's looking at us like, why is this a thing?
No, I kind of already.
Yeah,
I get the weekly text on Friday. So what you doing?
Yep.
Oh, okay. Well, that's some exciting what's news.
Has anything else happened in the new? Well, I'll save that for the media review because it's kind of media-y.
All right. Yeah. Jen,
Yes.
what's news is just haven't been the same without you.
Do we want to jump right into her
You know what?
normally killer what's new? It's been a while.
do-
It's been building up.
Yeah, you're right. Let's
So-
do Randy and myself first.
Okay.
Randy brought something amazing with him.
Yeah, I built this cool new microphone.
Tell
Well,
us
I didn't
about the
build it.
microphone.
Me and Kevin at Cage Studio
Okay.
in Millville, New Jersey, 293-1525.
Holla. Area code 856.
Built a cool new Neumann microphone.
Oh, yeah.
It's pretty
it's pretty
high tech
sexy
and
looking, I gotta
stuff.
say.
Oh, yeah. It's hot.
Came out well.
Awesome.
I would rub it on myself.
Other than that,
I push it against my mouth.
remember last week I was telling you how my father went falling down the steps, wiped out
computers.
with the
Yeah.
computer parts everywhere.
Yeah.
Yeah. Face first. Well,
Who survived better, him or the computers?
the computer's back together, and he ended up walking away. So I guess they both ended up fine.
That's
He
good.
did
But-
give you a thumbs up.
Now my mom, she
Oh, no.
also took a tumble down the steps.
She wasn't trying.
You need to get rid of your steps.
Yeah.
She wasn't
That's
trying
it.
to gift wrap the ceiling again, was she?
No, that wasn't how it happened.
Or get a
this time.
sliding board or something, so at least
It was pretty
it's a ball
innocuous.
pit.
Yeah.
Yeah. This one was just, walking down the steps. Nothing special.
Oh, my goodness.
But,
Is she
so she
okay?
has like a sprained arm now.
Aww.
Yeah.
Oh.
Well, at least nothing's
Like I
broken.
told them, they're planning on retiring to Florida somewhat soon.
Someplace
but
very
a nice
level.
rancher.
Yeah,
Yeah,
yeah.
A
yeah.
nice rancher, no basement.
Good.
Anything like
Might
that.
want to do ramps up to the door.
Yeah. And it's, I don't know, I feel like we're cursed. I
Have been avoiding stairs.
I ended up gashing my foot open today.
Randall.
Coming
On the
out of the
steps?
shower.
Wait, where were you showering? Auschwitz?
Did you break a bunch of glass first?
These doors that they put on these showers nowadays, they're like death
slidey
traps.
doors.
Oh, yeah.
It's just got it made of metal and it just has this
Yeah.
rusty sharp edge.
Yeah,
at
I
the
got
end,
the
and
same
just
thing in my
Yeah.
in my bathroom. You can really wallop yourself if you're not careful.
sliced it open, blood everywhere. I
damn.
got bandages all over my feet.
Oh, jeez, Louise.
So it's just been pretty accident prone around
Yeah.
the old Richardson household.
Yeah, well, you narrowly escaped your accident. He actually has a couple accidents going on. I'm accident free. Let's see what happened this week.
He's got a counter.
It will.
This Carl has been accident free for 337 days.
It's good for my insurance. Let's see. There was
As
a-
I'm looking at the bandage wrapped around your hand.
Yeah.
Oh no, that's from digging out my septic tank.
Oh, okay.
It's an ongoing trench warfare type project.
Yeah, and I just kept doing it anyway because I wanted to get it done. I probably got 4 more feet to go, but if I started wrecking my elbow as well, so I just have to stop before I permanently damage my 39-year-old wrist and let it get all better because I'm not 29, I'm 39.
Yeah.
And let it get all better, and then I'll go back to digging.
And then you'll hurt yourself again.
Well, yeah, that's fine, but it'll be done, and then then it'll just be like whatever. And plus, it's my left hand, so my right hand is for jerking off. So
Yeah,
I'm
you're
still
still good.
It's spooky. You know, this is all wrapped up in the ace bandage, so if the left hand gets involved, it's like, oh my God, the mummy! Oh, no, it's cool. It's just the left hand. Oh, okay. Whew.
I didn't realize we were dressing up tonight.
Yeah, it's creepy. Little cosplay going on.
Yeah.
Let's see. The snow day, my snow day was...
Not as eventful?
It was so wonderful. There was all kinds of... I got to do all these reviews for employees at work that they decided have to be done like every week now. And I'm just like, okay. And the first time doing them is always the hardest.
Right.
Because you got to come up with the shit. You know, decide what format you're going to use, get all the information. Once you have it started, just you can add or detract little bits of information from wherever they're stronger. Okay, you did well in that last week. Get better in this. You don't have to come up with the whole fucking thing, which I had to do. So I'm pretty tired. I got done late at night, and I probably got to sleep at like 4:30 because I couldn't get to sleep because I still had more to do. And I'm just like, I can't sleep. More to do. And I'm like, oh, I'm going to be so tired tomorrow. And then my wife came in at when she usually wakes me up at 7 o'clock. She goes, honey, I just wanted to wake you up to tell you you can go back to sleep. Now, most people would be upset about that. You woke me up just to tell me I'd go to sleep? But what would have happened is I would have woken up probably sometime around 7:30 going, oh, my God, thinking I crawled back in bed. I don't know how I ended up there. My 5-year-old's wandering around the house playing with scissors, petting stray dogs. You know, I'm like, oh. So she's like, you can go back to sleep.
Stray dogs.
It's a snow day. Well, it's dangerous stuff to do.
Gotcha.
And, you know, you can go back to sleep. It's a snow day. They canceled. And I had like the most religious moment of my life.
Do you see God the Mother?
I prayed fervently. I didn't know about God the Mother at the time, so I just addressed the Father. And I said, out loud, I said, oh, sweet, blessed, shining Redeemer of man. Thank you. Oh, God, thank you so much. And then I slept. So altogether, I slept pretty much for 8.5 hours.
Wow, that's really good for you.
Oh, just thinking about it, I have a semi right now.
You got half a chub.
Oh, God. I got to work. I'm usually when I start off, I have this look like I got like electroshock therapy or something because I come in and I'm just like, I'm jamming 5-hour energies into me. But I came in and I'm just like, all right, here we go. I'm like all full of energy and shit like that. I was like, I got 8.5 hours sleep today. Yippee! Let's do productive things. Yay! It was all fucking...
Which is how I am on like no sleep at work. They're like, what happened to you? Like, I didn't sleep. Wow, I'm punchy.
Woohoo! I can't stop moving or I'll pass out.
Yes.
which brings me to today. So we work, late last night. I get home. I get sleep. It's probably about 4:30, 5 o'clock. And then I got to get up at 8 because I got to go to work for inventory. And it's bad enough to do inventory when you're not a supervisor because I mean, you can walk around and count things. There's things happening. You're moving. But when you're supervising people who are doing next to nothing, it means you yourself are doing even less amounts of something.
Yeah.
And it was terrible, dude. I'm just sitting there and I'm like, my eyes. And finally, I just had to make deals with myself. So I sort of leaned my head into the cubicle and I pointed my right eye in where I knew no one would be looking, and I just shut that eye so I could just keep focus on keeping the one eye people could see open. And then I would switch eyes. And then I realized that actually both eyes had closed. And this is where it gets really crazy. I slipped immediately into a dream that I was at work. And you ever have those dreams where you're sleeping and you're dreaming that you got to wake up and you think you wake up, but then you realize you're still in a dream and you do that like a bunch of times?
Yeah.
All of that happened, but I was at work in the dream. So each time I woke up back in the cubicle, sitting there in front of the computer.
Wow, that's some Carlception.
Yeah, and then I realized, oh my God, I'm still asleep. I'm like, fuck, I've got to get up before somebody catches me. How long have I been like this? And so eventually I woke up and nobody was paying any attention. I was fine.
Yeah.
But at that point, I'm like, I got to go smoke or something.
At least you weren't on the stacker and that happened and your legs fucking didn't work.
I wasn't about to be drugged into a machine and compressed into human gelatin. So that wasn't that bad. That's my...
That happened to me once.
The rest of my what's new. Oh, yeah, kind of a what's new. If you're listening to this and you haven't, for some reason, checked out the YouTube channel, we're putting all the back
Carl's
episodes on there. We got a great new program. Thank you, Pete, for pushing me to get this because it's fucking awesome, and we're cranking them out. There's all kinds of little hidden tidbits inside them, so when you watch them, and you're listening and watching, there might be like little funny little tidbits of text and different pictures and things like that, trying to throw in there to make it interesting. And as we become more and more adept at using this program, we're going to put more stuff in there. We're going to have little visual skits and stuff like that now that we can edit it easily.
Yeah.
And make it look as professional as we sound professional.
Which is the
sound quality. The sound quality. The sound quality.
Quality is
okay.
great.
Gotcha.
Gotcha.
We're our own biggest critics. But special,
Somebody's got to be.
Yeah, special thanks to all the new listeners we have.
Yes.
Big ups to all the new listeners. Lots of new
Hello.
people
Welcome.
viewing us and checking us out on the Facebook page. Love it. Big ups.
Big ups.
Big ups. What? Big ups.
Whoop.
Yeah. Big ups,
Right.
Yeah.
Kicking it South Africa.
All the ups.
Gotcha.
They're huge.
But we really appreciate it. Like the Facebook page, subscribe to that YouTube channel because there's going to be more and more awesome stuff there. Be sure to check it out.
And it's all for free.
Now, without further ado,
The moment we've all been patiently waiting for.
let's all jump into the diving bell and go into the depths of absurdity. Ladies and gentlemen,
we give you.
we give you Internet Jenn's What's New. So when last we spoke...
Can I start out by saying the same thing I say every single time, and it
Yeah.
ends
Nothing
up
news
being
happened?
untrue? Nothing really happened, and my what's new is kind of boring. Okay, now that we got that out of the
Now we
way.
got
That's
that
out of the way. So,
Yes.
yeah, we.
All right, so where were we the last time I
Let's
was
see.
here?
Chris Christie turned your electricity back on.
No, let's just no.
We haven't been
no.
able to make that.
Yeah,
joke in
we've been
weeks.
waiting this whole time. As a matter of fact, when we blew a fuse one time when we were out here recording, that was one of the things that we were thinking of.
Did
Did
you
Chris
call
Christie turn it off?
Christie?
No, because he doesn't turn our power off. Because we actually pay our bills. It's crazy. We pay our bills, and our electricity is always here for us to use it in mass quantities.
No one was squatting in the studio,
No
so we
squatting.
couldn't use it.
But yes. So he was saving you money, and you were going to get a place with him. Your car was in a dreadful state of
Chris
disrepair. No, not with Chris. Well, yeah, no problem. Yes, her
I'm sorry,
boyfriend.
that was really
I'm
loud and
completely
obnoxious, but I was completely off guard.
Her boyfriend is Chris Christie.
Wow.
Yeah.
It's on the
Don't
DL.
tell
though.
anybody.
Okay.
Yeah.
It's all.
We
horribly
can't have that
complicated.
getting out with him like wanting to run for president and all that
Yeah.
craziness.
Yeah, we're gonna wait at least till he gets elected, and then it'll be the big thing.
then all bets are off.
But it'll propel us into the national spotlight at that point. So be ready.
I should hope so.
Yeah, I'm all right with that.
Yeah, that'll be awesome.
I'm gonna-
Could you possibly have an affair with Chris Christie, Jen? Would you take a hit for the team? Come on.
Get him on the show. That'd be
Of
great.
all the people you've slept with, he's rich, he's famous. Who cares what he looks like? What the fuck?
Slept with.
We could get him.
No!
We could get him to.
That's a great
What
way
you
to
people
put it.
can't hear is I'm dry heaving right
Okay,
now,
but
and then
hey,
I'm going. Do my legs actually spread that far? I know I'm flexible, but
I'm sure we could get him to put his hand through a plate glass window.
Yeah. I was about to say, hold on.
not many people will do that.
Well,
for me
hold on.
now.
Randy brought in a
Multitude and hordes of people you've slept
I was okay. I was a little. Okay, I could have put that a little better. Okay.
My vagina is like the Grand Canyon over
No, I'm
here.
not saying your vagina's a Grand Canyon. It's just.
It's a canyon, but it is grand.
No
I was
wonder
going to
she
say
hasn't
just
been
lots
back
of
here in a while.
lots of people have been through there, and it doesn't. That's not what I really meant to say either. All right, I got a thing.
Now,
lots
mind you, I can count on 5, 10, 15
count on-
hands how many people I've been with. So it's
5,
not.
10, 15 hands.
No, it's not the quantity; it's the quality of the people. No, that's not doing it
there's
either.
been no
Like mutant
quality.
hands. They have like 8 fingers on each hand.
Okay, some of the people that you've been romantically entangled with, and I'm not saying how many they were, how few they were, Randy. Okay, some of them were kind of crazy.
Kinda?
Some of them might have been a little dirtbaggy-ish, jerky. They're not
Slightly?
nice guys because they didn't appreciate you, and obviously they're not still in a relationship with you, so they don't know what they
Exactly.
got. Obviously, they have no taste if they were just like, I'm going to break it off with Internet Jenn of Internet fame.
I know.
So
right?
they have no ability to see the big picture.
I'm
okay.
amazing, and they just can't handle how awesome I am.
Exactly.
Fortunately,
exactly.
though, you're still with.
You're
I
still
am
with that
still
dude.
with Rob.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yes.
But what I'm saying is that all those people, surely, I mean, usually the one guy, the
I'm
one
not
skeleton
fucking Chris Christie. There's
in their
no way in
closet
fucking hell.
is not
hear him
like,
out.
a
No.
candidate for president.
Not happening.
That's what I'm saying.
No. My legs do not spread that far.
You don't have to. He'll ooze into every orifice. It's fine. Gross. He'll just engulf you like an amoeba. When he's done, out you'll go.
That's so nasty.
Oh, what? He has his own methods of reproduction.
You got like a trash can or a paper bag or something that I can vomit in real quick?
But, okay.
He's hung like a horse.
Yeah.
You still can't find it.
But yeah, so
Anyway.
Yeah, so you were going to get a place together. Your vehicle was in a state of disrepair, but it sounds like it's running. It just still sounds like it's in a state of disrepair.
Well, that's because it has no muffler.
You could definitely hear it coming because when she scooped me up, I heard the car and I was like, I guess it's time to go. And then it didn't even matter that she texted me.
Yeah, I'm pretty much out there. I'm in my house and I'm editing a podcast, so I have that playing. The TV's going. My wife's talking to me. Hear this.
Yeah.
I'm like, okay.
I always feel bad. Like, as soon as I pull into your driveway, I automatically turn my car off because I'm like, he's got kids that are sleeping, and I so don't want to be that person.
They're totally unconscious. It's not that loud. But so that's where we stood. Now, did you get a place with this guy, with Rob?
No, we're still
Having ninja sex in the living room?
no. We're
Yeah, we've moved to the kitchen.
Move to the kitchen.
It's a lot of deciding things and. Mostly with me because
Randy has a question. Deciding
Go
things?
ahead.
How many things are... No, well, I'm thinking deciding... How many things you have to decide?
Here's my issue. I really do love Rob. I mean, it's been 6 years of back and forth and
Hey, wait a minute.
each
You were with
other.
this guy, like what, in between all the other...
Me and him have been off and on
Other,
for like
I
6
said
years.
like hundreds of others. I just said
That thought.
the other... It could have been 3 guys.
Me and
Three,
him
4
have
guys.
been off and on for like 6 years. About 2 of those years, we didn't talk at all. It's just been a lot.
You just quietly sat with each other? Or you mimed the relationship? I don't understand.
No, we did not see each other, talk to each other,
Quietly
nothing.
sat with each other like with like a hour distance in between them.
We washed our hands of each other completely for like
it's good
2
to stay
years. And then
True.
after the whole
15 of her hands. Go ahead.
situation with the latest douchebag and everything, he was there for me
Wait, hold
throughout
on.
everything.
Which latest douchebag?
Plate glass window guy.
Like
The
yeah,
gymnast.
the gymnast. He was
With the
he was
dogs
there
and
for
the
me
kids.
throughout that whole thing, and then it kind of just evolved from there. And me and him are at a very good place. But the problem is,
But you're in that very good place with like his entire family as well. You need like your own place.
see, unfortunately, his parents can't be left alone.
No, not
It's
like
funny.
Brady's
Neither
like
can mine.
say fall downstairs. Yes, no,
right.
it's a different thing.
I
Right?
know that
No,
feeling.
no. I wish all they did was fall down the steps.
They fall through windows. They fucking crash
impale
into
themselves
things.
on
Yeah,
swords.
it's crazy. They set themselves on
At
fire.
this point in time, they really cannot be left to their own devices.
What does that mean for
that
the
means
audience?
They can't have their own iPads.
That means
Oh.
that means that if I want to live with Rob, I have to live with his parents too.
That doesn't make any sense. You haven't made it any clearer for my brain. Let's try this again. All right. Why do the parents? Are they like? Did they got the Asperger's?
No, they like she works, but he
Randy thought that was funny.
he unfortunately is disabled. But you know how well the federal government works and that whole. Oh, you could have like no arms and no legs, but
They took his arms and legs.
no. I'm saying the trying to get disability is extremely difficult unless you aren't really disabled. And for some reason, those people seem to have no problem.
Oh well, then tell him.
I don't know how
Tell him
this
to
works.
trade up his parents for some non-disabled parents, and then they'll be fine.
No, they do need help, and my issue is, can I live with them? And considering,
yeah.
like, I love his parents to death. I really do.
Well, yeah, no.
They're-
It's just
they're
you're an
really good
adult.
people.
You're an adult.
It's not even that. I have no problem with living. Like, it's not like we would be living with them. It would be like they were living with us. Which, I mean, in the grand scheme of things, is the same fucking thing.
Yeah, actually, that is the same thing, isn't it?
It's a matter of whose name is on the
Lease or whatever.
lease. So, and that's my issue is if this is mine and his place, I don't want her taking over and acting like it's her place.
Yeah.
because I'm very territorial.
Well, that's why you get your own place. Because that's not unusual. It's called being an adult. That's totally acceptable.
But we can't leave them to we can't afford to pay for two different places. We can afford to pay for one.
Are they now? You said doesn't the female? I mean, his mom works, right?
Minimum wage.
Well, all she has to do is get a job that's not minimum wage, dude. I solved it. Nailed it.
Yeah, because that's easy.
Well, what kind of skills does she have?
Waitressing and housekeeping.
All right. Okay.
As little to do with people as possible would be really
waitressing field. That's a little tough.
Yeah, she hasn't done that in a while.
Oh, so it's just basically she housekeeps.
Yeah.
Waitress, but don't actually wait on anything.
Yeah, not with people. She, has a very exclusive clientele.
She used to be very good with that whole thing when she was working in certain businesses that had the older crowd that had the same mentality as her. Well, unfortunately, most of those people are dead now.
Jesus, how old is she? 95.
No, well, her customers at this point would be about 95.
Okay.
So, and those are the people who have the same mentality as her. But whatever.
Yeah.
What it comes down to is, I'm still unemployed at this point anyway, so I'm not trying to get myself.
Oh, yeah, you're still unemployed. Whatever happened with that? Are you doing the training? That's right. That's another thing. I knew there was something else. The training, how's that working out, man?
Yeah, government stopped giving funding.
What do you mean stop giving funding?
Stop giving funding.
It's impossible.
You would think.
You're an unwed mother. Mm-hmm. Dude, the universe will be bending over backwards to give you money.
FAFSA, like if I filled out my FAFSA, I could get government grants and stuff like that. But what I was
What's it
doing,
called?
FAFSA.
FAFSA, the federal aid something for school thing.
Oh, federal aid, financial
federal
assistance.
That I can still get, but through the unemployment, the classes that I was planning on taking through that funding is no longer. What the hell was that?
I don't know what that was.
Sounded like a can.
A little popping sound. That was weird.
Was interesting.
Squirrels.
We're still good on the screen, right?
Yeah.
Oh, okay, super.
But so that unfortunately is no longer available to me.
Why is it no longer available to you?
Let's add to this whole thing with the fact that I haven't gotten unemployment in 7 weeks now.
Wait, why haven't you gotten unemployment for 7 weeks?
Because there was a little miscommunication with a class that I was supposed to take that they decided not to tell me that I didn't get a notice for until the day before the class, and I couldn't do it. And I called them and let them know that I just got the notice.
But you're unemployed. Your schedule should be like wide open.
Well,
She had a job interview that day.
Yeah.
Oh, and then you didn't get the job?
No.
Oh, savage burn.
So, unfortunately, because they didn't get the message in time,
So you
it's like I was a no-show.
Start all over again.
Well, I'm getting credit for every week that I put in for my unemployment, but I have to wait until on Monday I will get a phone call, and then they will ask me for the information for the person that I interviewed with, and then they will talk to that person,
And then
maybe they'll give me my money.
Okay. Well,
So-
no, that's
now
that actually is totally not your fault. That's bad luck.
So now I'm $700 behind on rent. My daughter's birthday is on Saturday.
Well, man. What? You got your own place?
No, I pay rent for.
Living with her parental units.
Oh. Well, they're not going to throw you out, right? Damn. Brutal. Well, hey, when they get old, they're going to go into it. See, that's
They're
the
going
thing.
to wish they didn't have stairs either.
Yeah.
But yeah, so I've got my daughter's
Slap him in the face
birthday.
with all 15 of your hands.
My daughter's birthday's coming up. Her birthday
Shiva
party is
pit
on
slap.
Saturday. Shut up.
I haven't had a chance to interrupt you in fucking months.
I know. So
Please
anyway,
go on.
no unemployment for 7 weeks now. Katie's birthday party is on Saturday.
And she got mad at me
Christmas
for
is
filling her
obvious-
fucking gas tank.
Yeah, Christmas is obviously coming up in a week and a half.
Oh,
and
yeah?
I'm going. Fuck.
Yeah, it's going to cut it really close.
Yeah,
with the,
and if I actually do end up getting my unemployment, $700 of that is going right to my parents for.
Surely they'll let you put something down.
No.
And
I don't have a job, so it's all.
Dude, they're such jerks.
So that leaves me with $300.
No offense, respect, but
and
still.
I'm paying $80 a week child support now too.
How the hell is that? Your own, dude. There'd be no child if it wasn't for your vagina and womb.
Here's the best part. This is how they This is how they figured out how much child support that I have to pay. It doesn't matter
you
that
earn $0. Therefore, that's
Oh no. See
Huh?
that's not what they base it off of. They don't base it off of what I'm getting right now. They don't base it off of my unemployment. They base it off of what I made at the last job that I worked, which was $10 an hour.
Make sense.
No. I made $10 an hour at the last job that I worked. I only worked like 15 hours a week, but they don't see part-time, full-time. You should be working 40 hours a week.
Well, yeah.
And I have the ability to make $10 an hour. Ergo, they base it off of making $10 an hour.
Can't you go back to court and get it adjusted?
No, not until I get a job, and then they can readjust based off of my job
That's
that I'm
fucking
currently
bullshit.
working. But then if I get a part-time job making $8.25 an hour, because that's going to be the new minimum wage, if I get a part-time job...
It's not going to be the new minimum wage. That's bullshit. Do you understand that would destroy, like, the economy? Like, that won't work.
Bear with me here. If I'm making $8.25 an hour... And
That's
working
much more-
part-time.
that's
so
much more real.
20
25
hours a week at $8.25. That other 20 hours that I should be working
Yes.
will still be based off of the $10 an hour that I'm
Wait a minute.
capable of making.
Why don't you just get a full-time job?
Find me a full-time job, Carl.
If I could find you a full-time job.
Find me a full-time job that I can actually get hired for with the skills that I have.
What skills do you have?
Retail. But I have no management experience. I have like 13 years of retail experience, but I have no management experience, so they won't hire me as a manager because I don't have any experience, but they won't hire me as a regular retail grunt because I have too much experience. See the fun part here? I couldn't even get a fucking seasonal job for the Christmas season.
I'm so glad that I have a job. It's pretty ugly out there. Ugh.
Yeah.
You have no fucking clue how ridiculous
I'm happy
it is.
I have mine. I was told I'm indispensable the other day.
Yeah. Ladies and gentlemen, if you're listening to this and you have a job, just volunteer to learn as much shit as you can and be really helpful.
Seriously.
Because not working sounds like it sucks.
I don't care if you're working at fucking McDonald's. Be fucking happy. Don't sit outside picketing. You want $15 fucking an hour. Get your fuck
that'll never
over
happen.
yourself.
You know what's gonna be
You've got
funny?
a fucking job.
When they replace all those job skillless having people with like fucking the touch screens.
Yeah.
Holy fucking shit, fuck. That's going to be hilarious. Oh, my fucking God. Because touching briefly on the $15 minimum wage thing.
I said $8.25.
Yeah,
No,
the
no.
people that thought it should be like a bunch of
First of all,
Yeah.
that's totally never going to happen because the same politicians that are saying they're going to make that happen, they know it's never going to happen. What they're doing is they're getting all the poor dopes out there who think it's a good idea to vote for them. But the people to whom that they would force to pay $15 an hour to these skillless having people they totally wouldn't stop renting these politicians if they actually were legitimately trying to get this through. So what they're going to do is they're going to make a big stink about it. They're going to say they're going to get it through. It's not going to get through. And then they're going to go, look, those evil bastards over there stopped us from doing it. And then they're going to get even more votes. And meanwhile, all the poor schlubs out there who are like, I made bad decisions and I have no marketable skills are still going to have no marketable skills. And it's still going to suck for them.
Yeah.
Because, trust me, they stopped caring about people long ago.
Yeah.
All right, so we've touched my living situation. We
touched it briefly.
We touched my employment situation or lack thereof.
Your car situation.
The car situation. Now it's that turn. Okay, I got my car fixed.
Okay.
And
It's running at least. That's
it's
good.
running. Oh, but then you know that 2 weeks ago.
With the fuel pump thing?
Yeah.
Yeah, it was about 2 weeks ago.
Okay, I went out to my car because I go and spend from Tuesday to Thursday with Rob. And so I go out to my car on Tuesday. I'm like, all right, if I leave now, I'll make it there in time to grab him from work. We'll go do what we got to do, whatever.
Yeah.
So I go out to start my car, and it's like, fuck you, I don't have any gas. Fuck you, I'm not working. I'm like, all right, I got this fancy Verizon roadside assistance. Call them up. Yeah, I need gas. All right, we're going to send somebody right out to help you out. Awesome. 15 minutes later, the nice gentleman from Rock Towing shows up. Very nice people, just throwing that out there.
Well, big ups.
Cool. They put gas in my car for me.
Nice.
Oh, that's
That's
nice.
great.
awesome.
So I turned the key and my car's still going, fuck you.
Still not seeing the
Fuck
gas.
you.
Can't see it. Can't see it.
And he's like, okay, well, let me try.
The program is right there. Why can't you see it?
Did you try updating your car's operating system?
No, I did not. So he hops in the driver's seat and he's trying to start the car and he's like, I got bad news. I'm like, I don't like bad news.
You got bad news and shittier news. Which do you want first?
I don't like bad news. Can you give me good news? I ain't got no good news. I'm like, okay, so what's going on? He's like, yeah, your fuel pump is shot. I'm like, no, my fuel pump's fine. She just doesn't want to start because she didn't have any gas.
She's healthy. I just spoke to her earlier today. How can she be dead?
She's fine. Okay, so I call my friend Bill, who has another towing place out in Woodstown, Baba Boys Auto Repair and Towing, another fantastic place.
Big ups.
You know, depending on where you are, whatevs. So I call him up. I'm like, I got a problem. What's wrong with the car?
Yeah. Fuel pump died.
I kind of need you to tow it out there and tell me what the fuck the problem is, because I think the fuel pump's gone. Well, why do you think the fuel pump's gone? Because the guy
it's
told me
fuel
that
and
the
it's not
fuel
pumping.
pump's gone.
As this other guy told me.
He's like, well, all right. So he comes down, he tows my car, and he's like, he texts me the next day. He goes, yeah, well, first off, your fuel filter was plugged tighter than a bull's asshole. I'm like,
Now, how does
okay.
You know that. Exactly.
Yeah. Randy and I both probably thought the same thing.
Yeah.
Now,
How tight exactly is a bull's
yeah,
asshole?
I don't have a lot of experience with bulls.
Well, considering I've had the car
Period.
for
I
a
have
little
none.
over 2
None.
years and
None.
I've never changed a fuel filter, probably pretty tight.
Yeah. Well, no, actually, we're addressing the issue of a bull's asshole.
I was
I'm sure he used
speaking
his
to Pete because I'm
Oh.
ignoring the sticking fingers in bulls' assholes.
No,
or
we
whatever's
didn't
going on
even
over
talk
here.
about sticking. We don't know anything about bulls. We wouldn't go sticking fingers in random orifices.
That sounds rude.
So, yeah.
Definitely not a first date with a bull kind of move.
Fuel filter bad because fuel filter was so clogged up. Fuel filter caused fuel pump to go.
To die, yes.
So it's like, okay.
filter, new
He's
pump.
like, well, I can replace the fuel filter for free, but the fuel pump's going to be like $250.
What?
Yes, because unfortunately with Cavaliers, you can't just buy the fuel pump. You have to buy the whole fucking assembly.
Ah, Chevy.
Yeah, so I'm like, okay, here's my problem. I don't have any money.
I'm about
I need a
$249.99
job.
short.
And I can't get a job unless I have my car, but I can't get my car
Well, you have a car.
fixed.
Making excuses.
So I'm like, fuck. So then me and him came up with the brilliant idea. Well, he'll fix my car. I go get a title loan and then bring him the money.
Wait, a what?
Title loan.
What's a?
It's a loan where the title of the car is based to collateral.
Yes.
Oh, okay. He's
So-
like my human Google. This is great.
So then all of a sudden he decided, you know what? Maybe this isn't such a good idea because if something happens, I'm out $250. He's like, so no, not doing that now.
Oh,
Because I tend to have bad luck and things tend to not work out for me. I know.
Yeah.
I know that's a shock. Oh my God.
with all those hands.
Mind blown. So I'm like, okay.
Like your fuel
we're-
pump.
We're back to the point where I'm going, fuck. So Rob, being the wonderful boyfriend that he is, he goes to Porchtown, the scrapyard, that place. Thank you.
Winner.
And he gets me a fuel pump from there. Unfortunately, the people who removed the fuel pump from the junk car cut the fucking lines.
Oh, what the
Yeah.
fuck?
Yeah, so
That's
we
why you always
have-
remove it yourself.
So we have to go, and he has to, while my car is on the ground, has to drop my
Gas tank.
gas tank.
Uh-huh.
And
yeah.
has
Oh,
to
yeah.
pull that out
Uh-huh.
and pull the fuel filter out, take it back to his place, Frankenstein together a new fuel pump using
yeah.
the assembly
Stuff.
from one and the
Yeah.
pump from the other. And then we have to take it back, and he has to do the whole thing in reverse
Oh,
with
yeah.
my car on the fucking ground. And as I've said, I drive a Cavalier.
Yeah, it's pretty low to the ground.
My boyfriend's not a big guy, but even he's like,
Well, I've actually done this with the gas tanks taking them off and putting them back on thing on like older cars, in which the gas tank's the size of your whole fucking car.
Yeah.
Taking it off is actually not as hard as you think it would be. It's still pretty hard. Putting it back on,
Yeah.
you got to get the whole thing up, and then you have to like get like 3 jacks and 2 friends and 15 hands, and you gotta get it up, and you gotta hold it in spot while you're. It's a fucking nightmare.
Yeah. So, well,
He must love you.
We had one jack. He gets the jack into the safe spot of you know how there's the
The
safe
one spot
spots.
it will puncture the gas tank when you put it up.
Exactly. So he gets it in place. He jacks up my car. Guess where the jack is? Right
where
in
he
the
needs to
path
be.
of where he needs to push the gas tank out.
Yeah.
So he had to
that's
jack it
lovely.
back up in a not so safe spot and be underneath the part where if that jack failed, the car would
Crush him and kill him? Yeah. This is
So-
sounding a lot
Sounds
like
right, yeah.
99% of every time I've worked on a car.
So
That's not just me.
I'm like sitting on the ground holding this flashlight, praying. I became a Christian that day because I'm fucking praying to. I became a Christian, a Buddhist, whatever. Every
She
fucking
opened
thing
up
I
the book
could
of
be.
gods and prayed to them all.
She prayed
I
to
was just
Shiva.
like-
She prayed to God's mother.
Please don't get crushed until after the
God's mistress,
the
his wife,
fuel
his
tank
gay
is
friends.
reattached. Please don't get crushed until after my car is running.
Dude, because then you wouldn't even have a new car to get a new boyfriend to fix the old car.
Exactly.
And then to help you bury the old boyfriend. What's that? That's
So-
my old boyfriend.
So
my
luckily
ex.
this all
It ended
worked
poorly.
out.
It's okay. He's
And-
dead, though. Just pull him out of the
He's a
way.
quick worker.
So this all worked out. I still ended up having to go get a title loan because obviously I had to pay him back because he
Oh, that's
doesn't.
terrible.
And then I had to pay all of the back child support. And then I went like in a matter of like 5 minutes, I went from having $500 to having nothing.
Wow.
I went, what the hell? How does that happen?
Your life is like somehow I'm gonna
not
have
like
to
a
bust
box of
out
chocolates.
I'm gonna have to bust out with a Maury Povich percentage. 1,000% shit. That's fucking awful. Your luck is just shit, sweetie. Damn.
Yeah, so anybody who is listening to this, I am taking donations for the please make something better fun.
If you would just date Chris Christie, the man's
That
got
guy's
money.
got money.
He can't work on a car, but he's got money.
I do have good stuff.
Okay. How's the relationship going? Obviously, pretty damn good if he's nearly killing himself to fix your
Yes,
car.
the relationship is going very well. I'm very happy. He makes me very happy.
Aww.
Nice.
Did he no fists through plate glass windows, nothing like that?
No fist through plate glass windows or anything like that. And
Aww.
he's very supportive of my craziness, and I love
Well, that's
that about
always,
him.
I suppose, good in a way. It's
Yeah.
kind of enabling, but still, you're happy about it. That's
Yeah.
good.
Yeah,
I'm
that's a
happy
good
about- he handles me, which is
That's definitely.
Yeah.
Brady's like, what's that mean exactly?
Yeah, all of her hands.
Yeah. Wah, 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 wah.
he tolerates me.
Oh.
He has a nice filter. He can.
It's not
An
all jammed
unclogged
up.
fuel filter.
Yeah, better change it though. In 2 years, it might be all backed up.
it might. But no, we're doing really well.
Well, that's good.
Sounds
at
like my
least.
little brother's car issues. Apparently, my little brother didn't realize that you have to like change the oil frequently, not just wait till the light comes on.
Yeah.
And he seized his engine.
Oh, dude.
And the,
So bad.
the best part of that my little brother seizes his engine, and then he's talking to my dad. And my dad's relaying the story to me and saying about how my dad was like, "Well, what are you going to do? You need the car." And he goes, "Oh, we're just we can't buy a new one because it's too expensive. So we're just going to buy a new engine and put it in ourselves." And now my little brother is clearly, since he didn't even know he needed to put oil in the car, not exactly mechanically inclined, right?
So he has no idea what that involves.
Yeah, well, fortunately, his wife has changed the engine in her Jeep 3 times, so she knows exactly what to
Ah,
And-
big ups to your brother. That's excellent
And
girlfriend
the-
selection
do.
right
Oh,
there.
yeah, and the father-in-law is a fucking truck driving mechanic.
Winning.
So
That's 100%
like they even
winning,
so
right?
they had an engine lift and everything.
Dude. Dude, your brother's like a big
Oh,
bucket of win.
Yeah.
Thanks. Hold on.
got
Give me a second here.
It's all right. You've got 14 more to go. This will take forever.
Yeah.
She's miming cutting her wrist, ladies and
Southern
gentlemen.
cop wife going on. Yeah.
Oh, dude, that's awesome.
So other good.
More good is good.
Despite the fact that I am $700 behind on rent, me and my parents have decided to go into business together, and I am making candles again.
Well, I
Yeah, her
read
crafty
about
business looks really good.
Are you making? Have you gotten to the point where you're making cash from that, or are you still in the starting it up phase?
The first month we did really well, and then I went, okay, we're doing really well. I want to start doing craft shows, so we dropped like $600 on supplies so I could stock the fuck up for a couple of shows.
How's that working?
Well, we're actually, between the 2 months, we're pretty much broken even on November and December at this point, so that's good. So by the end of the month, we'll start seeing profit again.
Well, that's good. You should let in with that. That's good news.
No, you got to get all the shit out of the way so you can end on the good news.
Oh,
I don't want to end with the depressing shit.
Good point. Good point.
Yeah, what is this? My weird news? Come on now.
So that's going pretty well.
Where can our avid listeners find your crafty stuff?
Oh, we would want to go. You can go find me on Facebook. I am Crafty Rebel.
Crafty Rebel.
Crafty Rebel. I'm also on Etsy. Crafty Rebel Candles.
On what's that thing?
Etsy.
Pete,
It's
Google.
Etsy is it's sort of like
It's the eBay of handcrafted
kind
products.
of eBay of crafty things.
But it's not auctions.
More
You can
like-
just go on and buy.
Yeah,
Just start calling Pete
Amazon
Siri,
was,
I think.
yeah, if Amazon was just for crafts, then it would be like that.
Pete, you'd make an awesome Siri, but you'd always make me feel dumb by the end of it. Yeah. Well, since 2004, Carl, people have known this. Let me share it with you.
So
Catch you up
that's
for the
going
past
well.
10 years.
And
Technically.
I'm actually thinking about getting a certification in aromatherapy, so I can start adding
Roman
on
therapy?
aromatherapy.
Real niche market in the United States. honey.
Aromatherapy.
Then we can get our
Hey,
chariot
Roma.
race footage.
Yeah, that'd be kind of cool.
Yeah, so I
Oh,
can really
that's
work
good.
that into
That's
it.
some positiveness happening there.
Yeah.
Yeah, and she was telling me yesterday, and when she said it, I thought about it too. Like, you can actually get all the way up to a whole doctorate with that kind of thing. Like,
Get the
it's
fuck
like
out.
a legit
Yeah.
type of.
It is really
thing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Are you fucking kidding me?
Well,
the
a
other
friend of
one?
mine's got a master's degree in art therapy, so I think we can do
Holy
aromatherapy.
fucking shit! Art
Yeah.
therapy?
Yeah, people need therapy in all kinds of different
You
ways.
got to think that aromatherapy is actually a medical field. It's not just having people smell things. It is not just having people smell things. It's actually using
Look,
legit.
if Scientology can be a religion, I think it's
No,
all
it
right.
can't be a religion just because it says religion.
It's actually using herbs and stuff like that for medical purposes. You know, like they used to
Like
do
to take
back in
them?
the day.
Like,
Yeah, before medicine
Yeah, before pharmaceutical companies took it over.
and science and doctors. Yeah.
it's a holistic solution or alternative, a holistic thing.
It's
Yeah,
an
it's
alternative to
very-
holistic medicine.
No, it's not an alternative to holistic. It's
Oh.
a holistic
The
alternative.
alternative to holistic medicine is just medicine.
Yeah, exactly.
We call it
Hospitals
science.
and doctors and science and shit.
So it's very interesting. It's something I've always been interested in, but didn't actually see any use for it. But now that
man.
I'm starting to like,
Now I can make money from it. Woohoo!
no, it's not even that. It's I'm starting to look at things from a more natural standpoint.
Oh, okay.
And I'm starting to realize
all
that the
about your
shit that
hair.
I'm putting into my body is really, really fucking
Boy,
bad.
that sounds familiar.
Yeah.
Remember before you were telling me about what you're eating, and I'm just like, you can't eat that crap. You're like, so I don't care. It's antifreeze with frickin' retsin. It's good for my breath. I'm like, no, it's bad for you.
Tell them about your hair, though.
Speaking of antifreeze,
No, actually, like it's one kind of comedic, but also like really interesting.
okay.
I'm going to say it exactly how it's actually supposed to be said. So let this begin. I have gone no poo.
Wait,
Nope.
Go ahead.
Randy,
Go ahead.
Randy, you take this one.
That sounds like a medical issue. I mean,
And that's where the aromatherapy comes in.
Her asshole must be
just a good
tighter.
enema.
It's tighter than a bull's ass, I
Yeah,
guess.
yeah.
Have you checked your fuel filter?
I think it's a poo filter.
Your human muffler?
Okay, so no poo is actually not. It has nothing to do with the toilet.
More fiber, I'd suggest.
It has nothing to do with the toilet or anything like that. No poo is actually no shampoo. I no longer wash my hair with shampoo.
What do you use? Like soap?
Nope.
Water?
Water's involved, yes.
It's
yeah.
majority of it is like today is the first day that I've washed my hair since last Saturday night.
Does it smell?
No. I
mean, if you don't like clean, you use water. Just use water, though, right?
She has
a couple days between a couple days.
Sprinkle some potpourri in your head. Yeah, right.
A couple days during the week, I'll do a water only wash. But the main thing I do, like once a week, it's a baking soda diluted in water for the scalp and the roots and stuff.
Oh, you do use some stuff. Just not all those harsh chemically things.
Not using shampoos with all the different chemicals and the silicone and stuff like that. So it's bringing my hair back to a natural state.
Yeah, well, it looks great. It
Thank you.
It actually looks a lot better than it used to. I got to give you credit.
Thank you.
Because I'm not saying it looked terrible before.
No,
with
but it
cigarette
definitely-
butts and little bits of
Yeah.
and lollipop sticks.
The cum wads and stuff like that.
Oh my God! I wasn't even going to go there.
Wow.
15 hands, ladies and gentlemen.
Well, it'll keep you busy.
So I like.
It's a no spew hair
And
method.
I was actually really surprised because I'm like, you know what? I'm not working right now, so what the hell? Why
Saves you
don't I
money.
take a chance?
Yeah.
It does save you money, and I don't have to worry about impressing anybody right now. So I'm like, if my hair turns into a fucking grease slick for a little while, then so be it. But I was actually really, really pleasantly surprised by the fact that, I mean, Pete saw me yesterday after I hadn't washed my hair in almost an entire
And
week.
you wouldn't be able to tell. Like it didn't look greasy or anything at all.
There weren't like
you know.
brambles in it and
No.
stuff like that. Oh.
It just looked like hair.
No, yeah, it looks very shiny. It looks
healthy and
healthy.
nice.
Yeah, no, it really does. Because you would beat the shit out of it with chemicals before. You're like,
Yeah.
I'm going to bleach it. I'm going to put color in
well,
it.
and that
this,
is
the
one
other.
thing I cannot give up my hair dyeing. There's no fucking way in hell. But I
Why?
figure.
Oh, well, that's right. Because you think it looks like terrible.
I know what my hair looks like underneath of this.
You should try it though. Just like let it be like.
No, trust me, my roots were down to like here, and I saw my hair, and I went, "Oh my god, I'm going gray." Fuck.
Yeah, but that's natural though.
Yeah, I don't like natural.
It's called gray therapy.
But I figure this is a lot less chemicals that I'm putting on my hair. If once every like 4 or 5 months I'm dyeing my hair, and that's the only
that's not bad.
chemicals
That's not
being.
bad.
Yeah, so
And it looks healthy because before it was kind of like it didn't look stringy, but it didn't. It looked thinner.
Yeah.
like your hair was thinner. Now it's got body. It's got body. It's got flair. It looks really good. It looks.
I'm actually very happy with it.
Yeah.
And even my mom was like sitting there. It was like I think 4 days after I had washed my hair, and she's playing with my hair, and she's like, "It actually feels really good." She's like, "It's coarser, but not like dry coarse." She's like, "It just feels like it has more texture to it."
Yeah.
So I'm really
Got that head douche going on.
Yeah.
And the awesome thing is, if I actually do not blow dry my hair, which I really shouldn't be doing, and like I had to today because, of course, I dyed my hair right before I came here, so I had to blow dry. But if I don't blow dry my hair, if I just get out of the shower and then let it do its thing and then brush it out after it's all dry, I have these gorgeous, beautiful waves in my hair. I'm like, oh my
see?
god, I have wavy hair. This is so cool.
When you don't turn your head into Fukushima, you know, it.
So it's really interesting. Any girls listening, look up the No Poo movement.
What
It's
are the
really
chances
cool.
of that?
Oh, girls listening.
Hey, you got girl voice on here. You know,
no,
I
we-
might be pulling in the female audience. I mean,
We
even-
do have female listeners. I'll definitely have to check that out.
But that's one thing. Like a lot of women have looked at guys with long hair and gone, "Why the fuck does his hair look so fucking nice and my hair looks like
it's
shit?" Son
because
of a
we don't do
bitch.
shit to it.
You
We
don't
wash
do
it
anything
and we brush
to
it.
You're not using the products. You're not
we're
using
not.
all the shit that's
Nope.
frying your hair
Nope.
and just coating it in
Shampoo
shit
it every other day,
constantly.
maybe if we're lucky.
Exactly. So that is why guys have such nice hair, because they don't do
We don't
anything
give a
to
shit.
it.
Yeah, we haven't been brainwashed by the consumer culture that we have to do all this shit to our head. For
And
it
the
to look
awesome
nice.
thing is, now that I'm doing this with my natural oils coating my hair, I don't need product. I don't need gel. I don't
No,
need hairspray.
it's all, like, in your
doing,
head, naturally.
Yeah, like my bangs are just
It's natural
There's-
head poo. It just comes out.
exactly. It's actually called sebum.
What?
Sebum.
See, Pete?
I don't know.
It is the
Sarah's like, fuck off.
it's the natural oils that your scalp produces to keep your hair looking nice.
Oh.
And every time you shampoo your hair, you
wash that
strip
off,
all that
right.
shit away, and your scalp
Natural
goes
semen.
fuck overload.
Sebum. From your head, just oozing out
Yeah.
into your into the cuticles and the stuff.
I hear
But
it
that-
stings when you get it in your eye, though.
But that's why your hair ends up looking greasy, because you stripped all that shit out. So your scalp started working overtime, producing more of it. So 2 days later, 1 day later, your hair is a grease slick because you're overcompensating.
Well, my hair is
now.
only usually a grease slick when I have actual grease in it, like
Yeah,
car
you have
grease.
that job hazard.
Yeah,
Mine looks like a grease slick because, well, I have fucking goop that goes in there and it
Yes.
stands in all odd directions.
Well, that sounds like some really good what's new. I mean, it was rough there for a little while, but it ended up turning it around. Well, it's awesome. It's good to hear.
Yeah.
Let's get into our mixed media review.
Which I haven't been around for this one yet, so I have no idea what the hell this is.